was inspired by one of my subscribers that asked me if I couldn't do a pick a card. Hey you guys, and welcome to this pick a card reading. Today I'm going to be doing a kind of a channeled message, but I'm using 3 cards for you to look at and for me to kickstart the message, okay? So we have 3 piles. And this is your pregnancy journey. So we have pile 1, 2, and 3. So pick a pile. In the description box, I've done a timestamp so you can fast forward to your pile, okay? So let's get started. Hi pile 1, and welcome to your pregnancy journey. This is your pile, and we are gonna get started with the message for you today. So we are starting off with find the blessing in your current situation. Okay. Pile 1, I feel like you shouldn't rush getting pregnant. I feel like you have some things to clear up before it is time for you to get pregnant, okay? Perhaps there is you climbing a career ladder and you are in the middle of something big and you can't really focus upon both things, because once you get pregnant, that is all that's going to be in your mind, okay? So I feel like you should take things, so if you are in a situation that requires for you to have full focus on your work, then you should do that. That is the right place for you at this time. I also feel like your home situation isn't really cleared up as well. Perhaps you are in the middle of renovating your home, your apartment. You have a constant new projects going on at home, and this isn't a place to bring in a baby at the moment. So I feel like you have a few steps, and with this card it says find the blessings in your current situation. You don't have to stress over that everything isn't the way you have planned out in your mind. You should know that you are healthy and you have a beautiful life, and that you can't control everything even though you want to. But God is telling me that before you even should consider getting pregnant, finish the projects in your home and it'll get easier, okay? Find the blessings in your current situation. Just relax and breathe out and stop planning 10 years ahead. I know it's difficult. Perhaps you are a person that has high standards for yourself, and that you are very critical of yourself. If you could find a place to meditate or just relax, I feel strongly that when you can relax in your home and at your work, children and the pregnancy and the baby talk with your other with your partner is gonna come more naturally, because I feel also that your partner is a little bit stressed about this situation, and they don't want to bring in a child into a ongoing renovating project at home or with you or them, perhaps climbing the career ladder, and really don't have time for anything else. So take a deep breath and find your moment and relax. And I feel like I said, the true relaxation is gonna come when the projects at home is finished. So you should really focus upon that also. Let's take another card. Freedom. We have the card Freedom for you. So, pile 1. I feel like the pregnancy will come when you feel free from outer factors. When you feel like you don't when you're not bound to do stuff that you don't really care about. Perhaps you are coaching a team, or you are a team leader, or you are the person that everybody is depending on. If you are like in a dance group, that you are the one that does all the choreography, or if you are in a book club, you are the one that really makes sure that everybody is coming, and everybody's what everybody should bring. Perhaps you are the party coordinator when it comes to hosting a birthday party. I feel like you are that kind of person, and I really feel like you perhaps should let this role go a bit, because the hormones that is in your body is really being affected by the stress. I mean, the stress hormone that is in your body, I feel like is very high, which causes difficulty for you to get pregnant. I'm not saying that you can't get, I'm just saying that with the level of stress hormones that you have, it is going to be more difficult than if you are balanced and relaxed. I feel though that you have your freedom financially, that part of your life is stable. So you should really look up that level of stress. And if you are on some kind of medication, like antidepressant stuff, then you should try to clear that up as well before you try to get pregnant. If you already are trying, then I think you should be taking care of yourself more, that you should say no to all of these extra projects, these extra to be the one that is holding all of the strings, okay? For you have other things, your body is going to be creating a life, and it needs to have all the focus there, okay, for you to get through the pregnancy and have a fun and well pregnancy, and for the baby to feel fine, okay? So I'm also asking Spirit if, Spirit or God, if this is something that is coming soon or what. Okay. Yeah. So I asked the pendulum and God if you are going to get pregnant from this point on and 6 months forward, and it said no. And then I asked within this year, and it said yes. So we're hoping that you can clear up there. It is like if you clear your situation up a bit, if you are able to be more relaxed, and it's gonna come sooner. And we take the final card. Yes. And this really confirms what I was just saying. We have the yoga card, okay? So pile of 1. You are gonna get pregnant within this year. I mean, a year from now. But sooner, if you are taking more, if you're taking care of yourself more properly, and it's not just about eating healthy and to exercise, it is more so to do, in your case, having a peace of mind and a peace of heart. So God is really telling you to go within and shut down external factors that are not serving you in this matter. So pile 1, your pregnancy journey is gonna happen. It's gonna require a lot of work from you to be able to say no to people that wants you in their projects, that wants you to do stuff because you're good at it, to plan, to organize. Because you have the right to say no also for your well-being. And God is telling you to stop. Stop drinking. Okay. And drink more water and not so much caffeine. And finish the renovating projects in your home. The yoga card really wants you, or it lets me know that you should go within. And when I say go within, shut down everything that haven't that has nothing to do, that has nothing to do with you getting pregnant or you getting your child. It asks you to look inside of you on what you need, your body, your heart, your mind, and really do that. Really listen to what you need to go through with this. Because trust and know, pile one, that you are going to get pregnant within the next year. I know this perhaps sounds scary and intimidating, and perhaps some of you are getting pissed off at me because I'm saying within the year. I'm also saying that if you can clear these energies, if you can shut down things that doesn't serve you, if you can go within, then it's gonna come sooner. Okay? This was all for you, pile one. Bye. Hi, pile two, and welcome to your pregnancy journey. This is the pile that you chose, and we are gonna get started, okay? So, the first card is drink more water. Okay, when this card comes up, pile two, I feel like this isn't just a card saying for you to drink more water. This is also a card that says that you should really look up the way you are living, what you are putting in your mouth, because what is going in your mouth is going directly to your baby. And with your pregnancy, I think that it's gonna come sooner than you think. Perhaps you don't even have a partner, and it's gonna be like bang boom, and you met them and all of a sudden you're pregnant and you have everything that you ever wanted and thought about in a short matter of time. But trust me when I say that you should really clear up the way you are treating yourself. Perhaps this is a little bit of a health issue for you. Perhaps you have a few extra pounds, or perhaps you are underweight. So if you really are thinking about getting pregnant, for you to have a healthy pregnancy, to not get like preeclampsia or other pregnancy like diseases or stuff like that, you should really focusing on what you are putting inside your body. A lot of water with lemon in it is really good for you, because lemon or vitamin C helps the body to pick up the iron that you need when you are pregnant. And I feel like you are eating a lot of processed food, and try to like eat minced beef with the rice and vegetables, or like plain chicken with sweet potatoes or quinoa or broccoli. I feel like you are eating a lot of processed food and it's affecting your body in a negative way, especially if you're wanting to get pregnant. If it is the other way around, that you are perhaps a little bit too skinny, perhaps you are not eating or taking care of yourself properly, then you should really put up a schedule for you, buying buying a week ahead grocery home and cooking and planning and doing notes, or like a schedule, like a eating schedule, that you should have this little snack and you should have lunch and you should have dinner and you should have something before you go to bed, just to bring up the level of nutrition in your body, because the baby is really gonna need it and you are gonna need it for you to feel well. Okay, so I feel like this is something that you need to start doing right away, pile 2, because the pregnancy is gonna like pop up at an instant. Like I said, we have the other card is nurture yourself. So when this card comes up, pile 2, it really means that, like I said before, you should really nurture yourself. Think about what you are putting in your body. Think about what environment you are putting yourself in. Don't stay up too late at night. Stop drinking using nicotine, like smoking or tobacco, because all of these poisons is really gonna affect you getting pregnant. And if you are able to put these things aside for yourself, then you're gonna get rewarded with this beautiful baby. And if you are doing this sooner, it's gonna come sooner. Okay? So I feel like within the next few months, something is gonna happen in your life. And that is, I feel like, when you are starting to say no to go out and party, and perhaps valuing to stay home with friends, eating dinner and play board games or something like that. Say no to that glass of wine. Then, yeah, perhaps within this summer has ended, you are gonna be pregnant. So I'm gonna ask God, yeah, I asked if it's gonna come within these 6 months, and the pendulum said yes. So if you are able to do what I told you, take care, nurture yourself, shut down external factors, then you are gonna get pregnant within this next few months. Yeah. And we have the final card for you, pile 2. We have priorities. So this tells me that your priorities at the moment is not with having a child. So you have to refocus or regroup, making your life more adjusted to having and starting a family, like really preparing yourself, your mind, your body and soul, and perhaps your home. You need to really think, pile 2, about what you are giving up having a baby, because I feel like you are kind of like a party animal. I feel like you like to go to the club, you like to hang out with friends, and you like to live that social life, but you are also dreaming about this steady family, building your own safety zone with your man, or if you don't have a man, a woman, or yeah, with the people you love around you. Perhaps if you are single, that you are going out to meet people at a club, or going out being social to meet somebody, and that is fine. But the priority should be, I want to do this because I want to get pregnant, I want to start my family, I want to be married and have just a stable foundation for this baby to grow up in, because that is really important. It's important for you, for your own sanity, because having a baby isn't easy. It takes a lot of toll on you. So pile 2, this card really asks for you to consider what your priorities are and to get those straight for yourself, because creating a family, being pregnant and having children, that means for a pretty long time ahead, there's no clubbing, there is no alcohol, there is just staying at home, taking care of yourself, your body and your baby and your family. Perhaps some friends are gonna get lost in this, friends that aren't at the same place in life as you are at the moment. So you should really think about all of the aspects of getting pregnant, not just the fun stuff, not just going shopping for baby clothes and setting up a nursery, or taking the ultrasound. It's hard work, and sometimes you can feel a little bit lonely in the situation if you perhaps is the first in your group of friends to get pregnant. That is not easy, because your friends are not gonna understand how this is, and they perhaps you are gonna feel a little bit left out if this is the case, if you are the first one. Okay, so consider all of this. So when you have set your priorities straight and you have told yourself, and it feels great in your sacral chakra, your tummy, that this is what you want and what you are focused on, I feel like the pregnancy is gonna come. The pregnancy, the person to get pregnant with, the stable foundation, you are going to start building this from the right angle, from a steady foundation and up. So pile 2, this was all for you. If you like my style, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hi pile 3, and welcome to your pregnancy journey. I am gonna start picking your cards, okay? Here we go, pile 3. Listen. I suddenly feel like you are supposed to listen to the women before you. I feel like you are a little bit of a know-it-all, that you think that you know everything in this world, pile 3. And you are not very humble towards your mother or your grandmothers. When they say, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? And you are just saying, well, it is just to do that, or it's just. It is not just with you being pregnant, with you creating a completely new life, a person with a mind, a body, a heart and soul that has its own will. The first priority is supposed to be the baby. And it's not easy taking care of a newborn. So I feel like for you to get pregnant, you should really start listening to the elders and what they have to say, because they have went through it. They passed that cycle and excelled, perhaps. I mean, you are into the world, right? And you are a pretty perfect person, so you should really thank your mother and your grandmother for the great job that they've done raising you. And I feel like perhaps this card is pushing you to be more open to other people's opinions and not be so set in your ways about how you think it should be, because as soon as your baby is going to fall into your lap, everything is going to change, and what you thought it was going to be, it's going to be nothing like that. I feel like you have to know that perhaps the pregnancy is going to be tough on your body and on your mind. And you really need the support of your family, your husband and or boyfriend or your grandmothers. Because they are really gonna be there for you, and they are saying everything because they love you, and they are gonna love your baby. So don't think that they are saying anything to make you feel like you are beneath them because you haven't experienced it yet. They are only doing so because they want you to have the greatest experience of your life. So God is asking you to listen to your family, the women before you. And that is when you are gonna be more satisfied also in yourself, knowing that you don't know everything, okay? Card 2 is persistence. This card is really telling me that you perhaps are a kind of person that gets new ideas easily, and you are affected by other factors easily, and you are a creative mind, you have a lot of energy, so you really want to, you are easily inspired, and that is so beautiful, pile 3. But in this question about getting pregnant, you need to stay persistent with your thoughts about what you want to do and how you should get to that end result of having the baby in your arm. So you really need to not stop trying. Um, it is also coming up for me that you should drink more water and taking care of your eating more than you have um, lately, at least, and being persistent with your thoughts about what you want. You need to be focused in your mind towards getting pregnant, dealing with labor, and having a newborn child. So I feel like you are a great person that is coming up with ideas, but you are not so great at executing the idea and bringing it, completing something, because you are easily bored. So you are more like, well, I've tried this and I'm gonna jump over to try this, and oh, I tried that and I'm just gonna, but everything is just like getting half done. So you should not lose faith if you don't get pregnant at once when you first start trying. I feel like you should also be looking up more facts about what is gonna happen with your body, how really read about easiest, like getting pregnant easier, what you should do to get pregnant, or what you should eat, or what positions to have sex in, or like something like that. How is your body gonna feel when you get pregnant? I feel like you have to fill up your like you have to fill up your mind, your brain with more information about having a newborn child and pregnancy and labor, because I feel like there's a little bit of a lack of that in the current situation. And stay persistent with trying, because it is gonna happen for you, okay, pile 3? I get a strong yes when I asked the pendulum if you are gonna get pregnant within the next 6 months, and it said yes. So I feel like this is gonna happen pretty soon for you. And yes, just because you are a person that has a lot going on at once, that you are have a high energy, and that you are kind of all over the place a lot of times, you should really meditate to find that inner balance, to have peace, to decrease the level of stress hormones that is in your body, to get pregnant easier, to making the baby feel or feel better. You should really just take a moment to breathe and put down. I feel like you have a little bit of a guard up towards other people that want to help you. And I mean, yes, it is true, not everybody knows what's best for you. You know what is best for you, but not in all aspects of life, okay, pile 3? So when your mother is telling you to relax, when your grandmother is telling you how her pregnancy were, listen, take the information in, meditate on it, visualize how it were for them, really embody the whole spirit of carrying a child, and And I feel like that is when the pregnancy is gonna happen. I already asked the pendulum, so I feel like pretty soon, but you have to stay persistent, okay? Don't lose faith if you don't get pregnant at once. Because God is gonna test you on this. God is gonna test what you really want. If you thought this was gonna come like poof, and everything is gonna be rainbows and unicorns, you should think again. I used to say, because I am a mother of two wonderful children, that it was the best decision I've ever made, but it was the worst experience I've ever had. And with that, I mean my pregnancies weren't fun, and I was basically lying down for 9 months. So you should really take everything in and understand that this could happen for you also, and you need to be prepared and balanced. So the meditation card really is saying that you should be more balanced, more at ease with just being, okay? Pile 3. Yeah. So the pendulum said yes when I asked if you are gonna have to stay persistent in this matter, and yes, it is a yes and a yes, because you are gonna be tested on what you really want, because God wants to send down this beautiful human to be your family, to be your lovely child, and He wants you to be really prepared, and He knows, and He wants you to really be focusing on that single question, that single matter. So put every other project aside for a bit, okay, and stay persistent. So pile 3, this was all for you. If you like my style, please subscribe to my channel, okay? Bye.